Hi everyone, it's your girl Tina Odyssey. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing a crochet dread kind of installation. So if you are new to my channel, click on that subscribe button, click on that bell icon to get notified anytime I upload a new video. So this is the hair I'll be using. This is Sapphire, it's dread and it's tangle free. You can see what it looks like, 100% premium synthetic hair. It's two in one. It has two colors, black and I don't know what color that is specifically, but it's super dread TB1 stroke 350, even if I don't know what that means. But it comes in like two bundles like this, and I'll be using two packs. That means four bundles, and each bundle has 12 in it. So this is what a strand of the lock hair looks like. It's colored at both ends. There are some that comes with just black, but this one had it's double colored. So I removed one side of the color and left the other, and then I just let it to be free here. You see why in the video. So I just measured it up to know the length. If I wanted it to be shorter, I would cut it more or anything, depending on the length you want, but I wanted it to have the full length. So here I already had my hair plaited already, so I just crocheted it through. Make sure you're very, very gentle when doing this process because your hair can start to snap. And then I took that end that I already loosened up a little and wrapped it around the roots just to have it to be firm, but it is optional to do this. Okay, it's optional to do this. I'll show you another way at which you can do this, but I used this to wrap it around first for it to be firm before I went ahead to I do this rolling thing just to make sure it's secured kind of, because it's like a lock. So I just did that to make sure it's secured. So I'll take another hair and I'll remove both ends. You can choose to use the same hair, the same extension, or you can choose to use Mali hair. Mali hair is like, I'll put a picture up. You can use that to wrap around it because they both have the same, texture, like Afro hair kind of texture. But because I had excess of this hair, that's why I decided to still make use of it rather than throwing it away or just leaving it to lie around, because I might end up misplacing or not using it again. So now you see from where I stopped, then I continue to wrap it around until this process is just to cover your own hair. If your hair was shorter, that the first one when I crocheted the hair and wrapped it around would have done the job. But because I have long length of hair, that's why I have to go all the way down to my hair. In some videos, or some people may tell you could fold your hair or that kind of a thing, but I prefer not to do that because you end up having some kind of bulge unless you're using a Mali hair. That's when the folding one can do, the folding method can do. But for me, I prefer this, and I'm just using my hand to make sure that the hair locks into each other and everything is smooth. You won't be able to see where it starts from and where it ended, no bulge or anything, and it's that simple. One advice is, I would advise you to use Mali hair instead to do this. Once you crochet it in, then use your Mali hair from the roots all the way down through the length of your hair. To me, I preferred that. I felt that would be much more better, and but it all depends on what you want. It all depends on what you have available. So here in this part, I started from the roots. I didn't take the one I crocheted and did the roots first. I started the new hair and I started using it from the roots. These are two methods, but it depends on which one you do and which one you prefer. To me, I prefer this method because it is much more secure from the roots. It's secure because it's one strand of hair going all the way from the roots down to the tips of the hair. But if you did the first method, you might end up, if you are not too good in doing this, you might end up having a loose root, and then you have to start redoing it and all. So this method is much more better. Just make sure you do this, like wrapping it around and rolling it, to make sure it all syncs together, no bulges, and everything turns out smooth. So this is what it looks like. I really, really love the way it looks. It's really very, very nice. And the length also, I wanted it to be very, very long, so I literally used the length of the whole hair. You can choose to cut it if you want, depending on the length you want, but like I said, it all depends on what look you want and your preference. At the end of the day, I almost ran out of the lock hair to use to wrap, so I decided to do this last one two in one. So that's why it's advisable to use Mali hair, because this hair, especially if you have long length of hair, it might not really serve you. And using Mali hair also is much more cost effective, it's much more cost friendly. So, but if you have a lot of this hair, then fine, why not? And this is the final look. It literally took me like an hour or so to do this hairstyle, because I already had my hair braided. But if you're going to braid your hair and do this style, it's probably going to take you like hours. And this is the full length of it. This is the full length of the hair, and I really love the way it looks, and it is so light. It's not heavy. But one thing I didn't like about this particular hair was that it kept on shedding, and I don't know why. But even when I used a hair mousse, it kept on shedding, and it's quite uncomfortable sometimes when I sat somewhere and stood up and I saw little hair pieces. So maybe it's just the nature of the hair or something, but I didn't really like that about the hair. But except for it, I really love the way it looked, and I really love the fact that it was long, it looked like locks, and it was very light. Especially, I didn't even know I had anything on my hair. It wasn't heavy. So here I'm just showing different styles which you can style the hair and it look nice. You could do some center part, side part. You could pack it up anyhow you want it, depending on how it fits your face. And I ended up using cowries. I know you guys will be like, what's with me and cowries? But I just love the way it looks. I couldn't put any other thing except for cowries. Any other accessory like beads won't actually go with this hair. So this was how it was. This is a picture I took, and this is the length, how it looks and all. So thank you so much for watching this video and every of my other video. I still remain your girl Tina Odyssey, your number one natural educator. Make sure to click on the subscribe button, make sure to follow me on social media, and also make sure to turn on your post notifications to get notified anytime I upload a video. Bye.